Welcome back. Today we're joined by Mark Matthews with Edward Jones. Mark, thanks for joining us today.
Glad to, Mary Grace.
Glad you're here as well. Our topic today, how will you exit your business? If you're owning a business, you're a business owner, you've got a lot on your mind, but when we're talking about finances, we're always talking about the future, very important to plan for. And specifically today, we're going to be talking about creating that exit strategy, Mark. So with so many things to think about, what should be questions at the top of your mind to address when it comes to exiting your business?
You bet. And I'm going to kind of start at the bottom of my list and say that, someone that has a business and thinking about selling it, not necessarily right now, but even 3 or 4 or 5 years from now, that you'll do well to have what we'll call an exit strategy team of a financial advisor, legal advisor, tax advisor, maybe a commercial banker, as well as a valuation expert. So that you have this team of people that all bring different areas of expertise to your project, but can help you value the business, figure out the best way to sell it, the legal ramifications, the tax ramifications. What are you going to do once you do sell it? To retire maybe on your proceeds or something like that. But having a well-formed team is a lot more satisfying and beneficial, I think, than just the seat of your pants.
Right. I imagine it takes the stress off as well.
It should. I mean, there'll still be some stress, but it's not just you, the business owner, bearing all of it by yourself and worrying about, did I make the right decision? Do I know what I'm doing? Lots of questions and not many answers possibly if you're just by yourself.
Right.
So that's thing number one. And beyond that, most business owners are faced with, who am I going to sell it to? Is it a relative or a family member that has an interest? Maybe there is, maybe there's not. Then you're looking at an outside person. There's some thinking to be done there, some choices to be made. And then of course, is it worth what you want it to be? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. And that's the kind of thing where you have to figure out, if selling it at what seems to be the going rate provides enough resource for you to fund your retirement, great. If it's going to be less than that or not up to what you really want, maybe you work a little bit longer, maybe you spend a little bit less, maybe you save more, some combination of things that help bridge that gap. And that's certainly specific to every person, every situation. There's no cookie cutter for answering those questions.
Right. And so you're talking about making sure you have that financial strategy team, looking at who will take over your business, how much your business is worth, how much you need for your business if you're doing something like just leaving and going into retirement, that sort of thing. Mark, about when should you be planning this if you see that in your future? About how long until you want to kind of get out of your business should you be making these plans?
I don't think 5 years is too soon. Something like that, 5, 4, 3. I wouldn't wait till the last minute. It's not a last minute thing if you want to get it done right. So,
all right.
Years in advance would be the best approach.
So best to start looking at this about 3 to 5 years in advance. And as you mentioned at the beginning, your financial strategy team can be a really helpful part, and Edward Jones Advisors can be a part of that. So Mark, how can people reach out to you to go over this or other financial strategies?
The most convenient way, I think, is to go online to edwardjones.com and search for an advisor. You can punch in the city you live in, the zip code you're nearby, those types of things, and that will zone in on advisors in your neck of the woods. So
excellent.
It works great.
Excellent. Well, Mark Matthews with Edward Jones. Mark, thanks for joining us, giving us this information.
Thank you, Mary Grace.
And we'll be right back after the break. Stay with us.